Simon, coming to you from Three Dragons Sports Bar in Oyan with our tips for the Aussie Rules prelim finals. Week
Yes.
3 of finals, getting down to the meat again.
There's been good games over the weekend. Kicking off on Friday night, we got Swans at home to the Power.
Yeah,
First place, second in the comp. So interesting. Meeting each other early. So
yeah, I reckon. I mean, Swans had the week off. Port, impressive bounce back
yeah,
after getting absolutely pummeled week 1. Week 2, played really well. Like, I was impressed. Like, I watched that game and I was like, that's a completely different team than what they were week 1. Impressive, definitely impressive. I mean, the Hawks gave them a good contest and it was a close game, but Port looked
in the first game, the
strong.
Swans there, only just kind of came home against the Giants, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In week 1 there, and so they weren't like totally convincing.
They had a good little comeback win over the Giants, but
At the SCG,
yeah, and I mean the one thing to look at is Port absolutely flogged them down in Adelaide. But that was when Sydney was going through like their form slump, like towards the back end there before they kind of recovered. But Port definitely has like one huge win over them like in the last month or so. Tough one. I didn't expect Port to bounce back. I thought they were gone the way they looked against the Cats. The way they looked against the Hawks, I'm like, okay, there's maybe something there. Still think the Swans are going to be too strong, especially at the SCG. Week's rest, like the week's rest is big.
yeah, I think Port are going to have to come out, strong. They're going to have to come out strong in the first half as well, because I think there's the Sydney team, are a team that will run down a lot of other teams, even if they get up. So.
And that's the one as well. With the weeks, like having played 2 tough games in a row, Port might run out of the flags towards the end of the game, where Sydney could run them over. I'm still surprised. Like if you look at the odds, like Port are a massive underdog, and I think it's going to be a lot closer than that.
Yeah, well, I definitely think over the last month it's been it's been pretty close between those teams. So yeah, I'm going to lean with the home team, Sydney Swans, to get a close win.
Yeah, I think I don't. I'm not so sure. Like, depends a bit which Port shows up.
Yeah.
If Port shows up like they showed up week 1, they're going to get flogged. If they show up like they showed up week 2, going to be reasonably close. But
so it's whether they turn up and they're battle ready from like playing consistent footy through, and then or the Swans with the week off. That'll be interesting to see.
But I reckon definitely favour Sydney.
Who you tipping?
Sydney.
Okay, Sydney. Okay. Second game, we've got Cats at home to the Lions, Saturday night.
That's actually afternoon almost. Yeah. At least for us, it's going to be afternoon.
Afternoon for us, but
yeah, over there it's like
back home,
late night or like early night.
So yeah, it's at the MCG. So I mean, Cats impressive in their first week. They've had the rest. Lions come from behind. They didn't. I thought we were gone.
It looked like it for sure.
By half time, I thought, 3/4 time, I thought, no, it's not going to happen. But Giants faded second week in a row, and Danaher stepped up and kicked a few and got the win. So look, the Lions are going to have to be at their absolute best. I think the Lions at their best, this is a close game. Lions maybe not at their best, the Cats run away with it. So I can't see the Lions winning by much. If the Lions win, it's going to be a close game. But I think if the Cats win,
it's going to be a big margin.
It could be a blowout.
Could be, yeah.
So look, I'm gonna tip the Lions because they're my team. If I was going with my head, I would definitely lean on the Cats. I think after their really impressive win 2 weeks ago, and the Lions,
I was definitely rather play the Lions than the Giants, I think, even though the Giants just kind of failed 2 weeks in a row. But I was looking at that game and go, rather play the Lions than the Giants. But impressive comeback from the Lions, but might have taken some out of them.
Yeah.
Took a bit of energy, and we'll see. I mean,
yeah, they're definitely Lions are definitely going going a bit of the hard road, to the grand final if they
I mean, we kind of talked about that beginning of finals, and even like towards the back end of the regular season, how the Lions, if they're gonna get it done, gonna have to do it the hard way. And
they made a mistake by dropping off in a couple of those games, end of season, Giants especially, and not making top four. But anyway, it's look,
they're in a prelim. They can,
and two horse race. They're only slight favourites, the Cats.
With the Cats, I'm not sure. Like the Cats, we kind of got a tendency to actually not be that good after a break. I mean, it's final, so it's a bit different, but week's rest definitely will help us with some of the older guys to get the body right and get up for another big game. I'm picking Cats, but I'm not that confident. I think it's going to be a reasonably close game, what would expect. But yeah, I think Cats should win it and then make another grand final.
I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with the Lions, even though my head's telling me not to. But anyway, go Lions.
Yeah, there we go. Enjoy your footy, and we'll see you for grand final tips.
Good luck. See you next week.